Welcome to the MotUS Edge, where we celebrate business, primarily youth sports facility management, leadership, and motivation. Co-hosted by Stacey Rowe, Cole Stott, Kevin Brubaker, and Casey Jones. We are here to fill your cup with knowledge, laughter, affirmations, and comfort knowing that you're not alone. You can and will succeed with the MotUS Edge.
Hello and welcome to the MotUS Edge, where we are live at the Expo Nashville Nationals. We are here to talk about leadership, motivation, and all things cheerleading and dance biz. I am Stacey Rowe, and this is the fabulous Casey Jones. And we are so excited to provide this bonus podcast for you with some parent interviews.
Man, we're going to talk to some moms, some dads, all cheer moms and cheer dads. I'm excited
because I'm excited too to get some real inside parent perspective on what they think about All-Star.
Hey, we're going to keep it real like we do with everything. We're going to you like it, you love it. What can we do better?
I love it. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what the parents have to say. You know, we have our perspective as gym owners. We have our perspective as coaches. We have our perspective as event producers. I know I have a perspective as my own kid.
All-Star dad.
Right. But we don't have always the other parent perspective. So I'm super excited to offer this bonus episode.
I think it's going to be great.
Boom, let's do it. Awesome.
Good afternoon, guys. I am so excited to be here today with Misty from Minnesota. Minnesota Misty here.
That's right.
We're at the Cheer Expo in Nashville today, and we're out here. It's beautiful weather out here in the Parent Pavilion. A lot going on today. A lot of games and everything.
It's definitely a vibe. There is a lot of energy.
So where are you from? Obviously you're from Minnesota, but what program?
So I'm with Northern Elite. My daughter has been in this program for several years. She's on Team Shade. We're excited to perform in a few hours.
What level is Team Shade?
She's 4.2.
Awesome. So obviously you're not new to the All-Star world, but have you been to Nashville before?
This is my first time.
All right.
I absolutely loved it. The people are really friendly.
Yeah.
The weather is top notch. The food is undeniably good. So
have you been to Broadway? Have you been downtown?
A couple times. I just flew in today and I've already been to Broadway twice.
Awesome. All right, so let's talk about some All-Star cheerleading. You said your daughter's been in this for a couple years. How old's your daughter?
Now. She will be 15 in about a week.
Awesome, very good. So, do you remember your very first All-Star competition that you went to with her?
Yes, I do.
Where was that?
It was in Minneapolis.
Okay.
She was on a prep team, so we were very new to the All-Star world, didn't really understand it that well, and so we thought, let's try prep. Test it out. She fell in love, and so we then joined an elite team.
So that first competition, were you like, whoa, what did we get into? Or were you like, this is awesome and we need some more?
You know, I realized these are my people because it's high energy, it's fun. I did cheerleading when I was younger, but nothing like this. I did school cheer.
Right.
So I knew a little bit about cheer, but All-Star cheer is another level.
Yeah, it's just so cool because the kids now, they're so good and they're so gifted. The talent level is so high.
Oh yeah, my daughter is way better than I ever was.
Oh my goodness, my kids do All-Star cheer as well. So, and they are also way better than I ever was. So, I actually cheered in college. I married my cheerleading partner, but we talk about that all the time. Like we would not be able to. We wouldn't be able to cut it in today's All-Stars.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally agree. What program is your daughter in?
Stingrays, the Stingray All-Stars.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah, in Marietta. So I'm from the South, you're from the North, so.
Well, I actually was born and raised in Texas.
Okay.
And my husband and I moved to Minnesota. We lived in Arkansas for a little bit. But Minnesota's now home. We've been there for about 16, 17 years.
Awesome. So tell us, what's your favorite thing about a competition weekend?
I would say if we talked about the personal side, just the one-on-one time that I get to spend with my daughter.
I hear that so much.
For sure. I would say in terms of the competition, just seeing them do what they love is so fun. And then I'm surrounded by great moms and dads who love the sport, love the family, and so it's been nice to travel together and see new cities like Nashville.
That is really great. I too have 2 daughters that have cheered. One has since graduated and my other is in her very last year.
Oh.
And we're kind of counting down those moments together as a family. Like the family memories are incredible. So
it is memories that are going to be with you forever.
Yeah. So is there any competition? Is there any like favorite memory that you have out of all your competition experiences other than this weekend at the Cheer Expo, of course?
You know, there have been moments, you obviously love to see them hit, but there have been moments where an injury has happened like right before, and you were just praying that everything goes well, right? And the moment, you know, I always say that I stopped breathing for 2.5 minutes. And once that 2.5 mark is over and they've hit, it's just an incredible feeling. And so I would say seeing them kind of rise through the challenge and overcome is probably my favorite memory.
Yeah, that is really cool because, you know, oftentimes, hey, like they got this, they're going to go out and nail it. But then there are other times where you said unexpected things or routine changes or new people coming in.
That's right.
And these kids have to go out there.
The agility is like amazing.
I love All-Star Cheer. To me, there's no team sport like it. There's no substitutions, there's no timeouts, and there's thousands of moving parts in 2.5 minutes.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, Misty, thank you so much for joining us at the Cheer Expo.
Thank you for having me.
We wish your daughter the best of luck this weekend and enjoy Nashville.
Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you.
All right, guys, we are coming here from Cheer Expo in Nashville, and I've got my friend Kara from Indy here. Welcome.
Hi, thanks.
So what do you think about Nashville so far?
Oh, we love Nashville. Nashville's a fun city, and this counts.
Absolutely. Have you been to Broadway?
We have been to Broadway. Last night we did a little Luke Combs Category 10 with the girls.
All right.
They did some line dancing.
That's pretty awesome. So tell us what program you're from, what program your daughter's with.
She's with Ice Indy in Indianapolis.
Awesome.
It's her 3rd year.
Right on, 3rd year.
5th year of cheer.
So what team?
She is on Heat Wave. They're Junior 4.
Heat Wave Junior 4, right on.
She's a little 8-year-old Spitfire.
Awesome, awesome. So obviously this isn't your first rodeo. You've been doing All-Stars, you said, for 5 years now. So tell us about the first time the very first All-Star competition. You remember that one?
The first one. It probably would have been at a local event at the convention center in Indianapolis. I'm not sure.
I've been there many times to compete. Well, were you like, oh my goodness, what did we get into? Or were you like, hey, this is our people?
I cheered, so I was like, okay.
All right, you look like a cheerleader.
Well, now, she's past me. At 8, she's
absolutely.
way past me.
My wife and I cheered in college,
Okay,
and
cool.
and our kids cheer, our daughters do, and we talk about that all the time. Like, we couldn't cheer in today's world. It's too hard.
It's way different. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a 2001 graduate, so like high school cheer when I was a kid was not this.
Yep.
It's very cool.
So tell us a bit about what's been your favorite experience as being an all-star parent.
I think it's just like what the kids learn from the commitment and the dedication to the sport. There is so much to be gained outside of just cheer itself. Like, what does it mean to be a part of a team?
Right.
What it means to be like a crucial element. Like if one kid is not there, the whole team suffers. It is so different than other sports. And
it's the ultimate team sport. I say that all the time.
Yes.
You know, no substitutions. We have 2.5 minutes. Like, you don't get to call a timeout, you know.
Yeah.
And then, goodness gracious, like you said, it's a busy world, and sometimes people miss, and you're filling people in, and it can be crazy.
Right. It's insane.
And what these kids have to do in 2.5 minutes is pretty impressive.
It's so cool.
Like we talked about, the talent level today is so much greater than it used to be many years ago. So, you've been doing this a while. Do you have any advice for any first-time parents or parents getting into this?
Let your kid lead. Like, it's a very easy place to get wrapped up as a parent. The world of cheer is intense, and your kid is going to know what's right for them.
Right.
Like, if they're all in, let them lead. Let them guide you. Go to as many classes as they want to be in. If they want to live at the gym, let them live at the gym. But if they need a day off, they need a day off.
I think that is such great advice, because that's the thing. We really have a window, you know, and as a gym owner, I've seen many athletes come through our program, and there's a window of time where they are really motivated to learn. And then there's another window where they gain an experience, and it may not be as, adding new skills, but they're certainly adding experience on the mat. So I totally agree with that. When our kids are young and we have to take them everywhere, then, hey, if they want to go to the gym and work, then let's get after it. So that's great advice. All right, so cheerleading, it can be a little intense sometimes. So what's your craziest moment at a cheerleading competition? Anything stick out?
I don't know if our gym, our Golden Girls, our World's Team, got to majors last year for the first year, and we got to go and attend, and my kid totally wants to be a world's athlete one day. So just getting to be there for the first time that our gym was invited was so cool, and just watching the intensity and the when they introduce all the kids beforehand, and it's only the best out there.
We're
and
so
you have
major.
To earn that way. Yeah. That was cool. That was a cool event.
That is a great event. Luckily, both of my daughters have been able to compete in that event.
Yay,
so
that's awesome.
Very familiar with it, and
How
it's
old are your
awesome.
kids?
So my oldest is 28, and my youngest is actually a super senior this year.
Oh,
so,
fun. Okay. So she came back for that.
Yeah. So my wife and I, we were on the last little hurrah, different than you. Your daughter's 8, and that's the thing of now we're this ride is almost over. That's something that we share, the memories as a family and traveling together and getting on airplanes and taking long car rides and all the different competitions. Just we value that time together as a family so much. So I'm excited for you. You've got 10 more years?
Yeah, forever, right?
Or more?
I always talk about that. I'm you can slow down. It's okay. You're working on these skills that you can't use for 5 more years.
It happens.
So just
it
perfect
happens.
them.
Yeah, it happens so fast.
And you talked about the car rides. We live 50 minutes from our gym, and I think that time we have together, you can't replace it. We have 50 minutes to and from every day, where it's just her and I. She has to talk to me, right? It's one-on-one. That's so cool.
That reminds me of this is an insane story. Not recommending this for everybody, but we literally had a dad and his daughter that lived 3 hours from our gym, one way. And
So
our teams practice 3 days a week. And when he came on board, I met him and I was like, listen, we can't make any exceptions. And he did it, and they did it for 3 years. And at the end of it, his name was Adam. He was a great guy. At the end of it, I was like, Adam, how was this? He was like, I'd pick my daughter up from school, and he's like, I had her attention for 3 straight hours. And he was like, no, usually she slept on the way home. But that's
As you wanted her to.
Yeah.
But those first 3 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but it was a
cool.
father and his daughter and just time together over.
And when does a dad and a daughter get that?
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Absolutely. So there's so many things that are just beyond. The sport's cool. All the things they do are cool. But the time that you spend as a family, those are invaluable.
Sure.
So, well, thank you so much for coming to Cheer Expo.
Oh,
thank
you're
you for
welcome.
attending our event. We hope you guys are having a great time.
Gosh. I was saying this on the walk up here that we did Cheer Expo in Indy also at the fairgrounds there.
Yep.
And that was cool. But this one, being in Nashville is just so neat. And you guys having the live music and having the food trucks out here, it's just been super fun.
Well, I am glad you're enjoying it. We ordered up this great, beautiful, warm weather for you. Made sure that happened. So paid a little extra for that. But anyway, thank you so much for coming out, and best of luck to your daughter this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. I have got my good friend, Jorshelle from Maryland. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I am great. I'm enjoying some beautiful Nashville weather. We do have weather probably a little better here today than it is in Maryland, right?
Yeah, it was just snowing. It was 80 degrees one day. The next day it snowed.
Oh, wow. We had some people that had a little struggle kind of making it down for some flights. I guess it was windy.
Yeah.
Windy
the
up
weather's
north.
been crazy.
So tell us what program you're with, what team your daughter cheers for.
So I'm with Cheer Extreme in Waldorf, Maryland.
Awesome.
My daughter is on the level 4 team, junior level 4, called Clutch.
Very good. I was just talking to a junior level 4 mom, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to Nashville this weekend, for attending our Cheer Expo event. How long's your daughter been cheering?
This is her third season.
Third season. So
This
you're
is a new gym, but third season.
Okay. So you're not new to this, but haven't been doing it too long.
Right.
So let's think back to that first competition, like the early days. What did you think? Like, were you like, oh my goodness, what are we getting into? Or were you like, we found our people?
It's like, this is an overwhelming, because it's people everywhere. And then it's, I would say, draining, because it's all day.
All day long.
All day. So
For-
at the beginning, I wasn't ready.
For 2.5 minutes, right?
Right?
I do think it's one of the greatest team sports ever, though. These kids learn so much.
Definitely.
Like, there's so many moving parts in a routine, and so many, it's amazing that they ever hit a routine they have to do so much. So
Definitely.
the athletes are definitely at a higher level these days than back when I cheered. So
Yeah.
How about you? Did you ever do any cheerleading?
I did in elementary and then my 9th grade year, but then I switched over to dance.
Gotcha. Well, it sure is fun watching these kids these days. So tell us, what are some of your favorite parts about being involved in All-Star Cheerleading?
The traveling, going to different places that we typically probably wouldn't go to. And getting my daughter to be a little more social.
Okay.
Because she and I are both kind of introverted. So it's good to see her starting to socialize.
So you're shy, and we talked you into coming and doing a podcast?
Right?
How did we get you over here? So, that is a cool thing that, like, I actually own an All-Star gym myself. I've been in the business a long time, and like, just watching kids in our community come in and gain confidence, and then, I've been doing this a long time, so I run into them later on when they're adults and have real jobs, and it's cool to see them build their confidence through this sport.
Definitely.
So if you could change one thing about All-Star Cheerleading, what would it be?
Maybe the expenses.
It is an expensive sport, isn't it?
Very expensive sport.
Yeah.
Everything,
Well,
from the uniforms to admission.
Right. I have to talk about that, because All-Star Cheerleading, one of the things that makes it awesome, everything's custom,
Yes.
You got a custom routine with a custom uniform, with custom music.
Yeah.
And custom can be expensive. So.
Very much so.
And then you throw in the travel, But that's one of the things I think my daughters are actually, one has long been done, but my other one, she's a super senior, and we're wrapping it up. And, we've done a lot. We've gone a lot of places, and we've spent a couple bucks on doing that. But that time together as a family is just, you can't put a price on it. It's pretty cool of being able to travel with your kid.
Definitely. I agree with you there.
All right, so tell us, any crazy experiences at an All-Star competition? Have you ever been anywhere and just seen anything crazy? Like, my goodness, what's going on there?
Not really. I would say cheer sport in Atlanta was the biggest one I've ever gone to.
That's a lot of people.
And it was like a lot of the dads, I was surprised, were so team spirited.
Yeah.
And you would see the moms, they would do a little, but the men, they were overdoing it. I was like, go ahead.
I think I know what you're talking. I saw these guys, they all had pink hair and like silver suits on. They're carrying around a boombox.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
So
Pretty
many
wild.
days doing some cool stuff. I thought it was nice to see. Because we can always see moms showing their team spirit, but see the dads. It's so cool.
Yeah, that is, I feel like there's kind of an upsurge in dads being involved in the sport and involved in what their kids are doing and trying to learn about the score sheet and learn the lingo and learn all those things. So,
Definitely.
So pretty cool to see that.
Yes.
So, well, thank you so much for your time at Cheer Expo. I hope you're having a great time. I hope your daughter's having a great time.
We are.
And,
thank you.
And enjoy Nashville.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Hey guys, and welcome to Nashville. We are here at the Cheer Expo, and I've got my friend Brian from Arkansas. Hi, Brian.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, sir.
Some beautiful Nashville weather today, isn't
It
it?
feels outstanding outside
I
today.
know we're about, 78 degrees
Yes,
or
sir.
something like that, sunny skies.
Feels really nice under the pavilion.
Yeah. So we got this great parent area out here, trying to play some games, had some bands out here. I don't know if you got to hear the band earlier.
I did
but
earlier.
Yeah, they were pretty good. So, been down to Broadway at all yet?
Gonna go tonight, I think, after I have 2 daughters here at cheer.
Okay.
After the second daughter's performance, the first one's already went.
All right.
Just waiting around till 7 o'clock for the next one.
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Yes, sir.
I've had a couple kids cheer, and the days never line up to be
sir.
easy days. They're long days.
Yes, sir.
So tell us your daughter's ages and what team they're on, what program they're with.
Okay, one daughter is L2 youth. She's in 4th grade. Will be 10 years old on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Second daughter's 16 years old. She's
All
on
right.
senior L4.
Very good, very
Cheer City
good.
United,
We-
Little Rock, Arkansas.
It seems like everybody I'm interviewing today has a level 4 cheerleader, so it might be a little rivalry going on today.
I hope so.
So how long have your kids been doing all-star cheerleading?
Oh my goodness, probably 10 years, probably for my oldest one, and then the youngest one, she's almost 10, probably 6.
Very cool, very
5,
cool.
6 years, so.
So tell me, let's rewind a little bit. Think back to the beginning when your kids were starting to get involved in this sport. Were you like, oh my goodness, what in the heck are we doing? Or were you like, these are our people. We found where we want to be.
We've always enjoyed it. First of all, they love cheering, number one, and they make great friends through it. Some of their best friends are the friends they make here.
Yep.
Don't go to the same school, but they go to the same gym, and they're best friends. My youngest daughter's best friend goes to another elementary school in Bryan, but they're best friends.
Yep.
And we're hanging out with them right now. Same with my oldest daughter. Some of her best friends go to other schools, but we have this in common, and we can spend a lot of time together. We're great parent friends. It's just something we all enjoy doing together.
That's the thing I love about sports in general. I've had 2 girls to cheer. My boys have played baseball and football, but those memories of traveling with their teams, and literally my boys both have graduated high school. I do have a younger one. He's not playing any team sports, but we are still friends with the people that he played baseball.
Absolutely.
We are still friends with the folks that my girls cheered with as well, because you just build that community. So
Absolutely.
I think it's a cool thing. So tell us your favorite memory from an all-star competition with your girls.
Well, actually, this year at Mardi Gras, they both won the grand champion in their division. So that was cool for them to get jackets together. We both came home with jackets. So I'd say that may be it so far.
Man, I'm so glad you brought that up, because like I said, I got 2 girls, and my goodness, like, they're not both cheering now, but when they were, if one had success on a weekend and the other one didn't, like, man, sometimes that they were butting heads a little bit.
I do love the ride home. The trash talk is pretty good. I won this weekend, you didn't. I got a jacket, you didn't.
Yeah. We had some of
good.
that.
I mean, I'm an old football coach. I don't mind a little trash talk.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. My oldest daughter, man, she would be a good sport around people, but once we got in the car, man, if she didn't do well, or team didn't do well, she'd shut down for a week. But I always love that love that competitiveness. I wasn't nearly as competitive as my girls were, or as I see some of these girls are. So
they're both extremely competitive kids too, and they love that part of it.
that's pretty awesome.
And the preparation that they put in to compete, they're very serious about.
Yep. Well, I was talking to another one of our podcasters earlier, and she was talking about that, and I asked her what her one piece of advice for parents were, and that's what she said. She was like, if your kids want to go to the gym, or if they want to work, or they want to put in the extra, always make the effort to do
right.
that. So that's pretty cool.
We were actually just talking about that over there, how, for our kids, missing practice for anything is really not an option.
Same.
I mean, if it's a church function and the gym's okay with it, we'll do that. But if it's just something else they want to do, it's not an option. We're going to go to work.
Right.
That's how we are.
I agree with
as
you.
a family.
Yeah. So if you could offer one piece of advice to maybe a new parent getting into all-star cheer, what would that be?
Oh, goodness, that's really a tough question. Just embrace everything. I mean, they're not going to be living with us forever. And if it's something they enjoy doing, and they enjoy going to the gym, and they enjoy going to these competitions, go have fun. go have fun. I have an 18-year-old that's going to be going off to college in the fall, and
And it happens quick, doesn't it?
It happens
You blink
so
your
quick.
eyes and
So embrace these moments together. Have fun with it. Enjoy the time together in the car. I mean, you may be driving 8-9 hours, but enjoy that time together. And then when you get here, don't look at it as I got to sit around and watch a competition. Have fun.
Right.
Enjoy it.
Man, I love that.
We enjoy it as a family. And I'm going to miss it when it's gone.
Yep, I love that. I love that attitude.
Yes, sir.
I've talked to so many, I own a gym myself, and I've talked to so many parents over the years. You know, there's times along the way where it seems like a grind, but when they're done, and then I run into them out in the community, or I'm still friends with them, and I talk to them. Everybody misses that time together. They miss those long car rides. They miss the plane trips. You know, they miss going to all the different competition venues and things like that, because you nailed it. We don't get that time back with our kids. So.
That's right.
Well, Brian, thank you for coming to the Cheer Expo. Thank you for bringing your girls here. We hope you're having an awesome experience, and thank you for sharing your wisdom with us today.
Yes, sir. I don't know about wisdom, but thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right, take care.
Hey guys, we're coming from Nashville at the Cheer Expo, and I've got my friend Dania all the way from Ohio here with me today. So I take it the weather's better here than it is in Ohio, right?
Absolutely.
This is great out here.
I don't have to wear a coat.
I know. I hear the cold is coming back, but it's not here today.
Yeah, I know.
We're 78 and sunny and outside under the Parent Pavilion at Cheer Expo, enjoying some games, some fellowship. So tell us, what program's your daughter with? What team's she on? What level?
She's on World Elite. She's on Fearless, which is a U3 flex.
Okay.
And Legacy, which is a senior 4.
Awesome.
Medium,
Awesome.
Senior 4 medium.
You're my 4th podcast, and everybody's got a level 4 cheerleader. So
Awesome.
So y'all might be going head to head today. So that's awesome. So your daughter's double teaming.
Yes.
That can be challenging sometimes, right?
Yes, this is maybe our 4th year double teaming.
Okay.
Yes, she loves it.
So I remember one time, now we only did it 1 year, but I've got 2 girls in All-Star Cheer. One has graduated. But I remember that first year when my oldest daughter, she double teamed. And man, the skill level and her experience grew so much faster due to being on 2 teams.
Absolutely.
It was tough. It was hard. It was extra practice, and she had to work really hard.
Yes.
But man, I saw her like literally, it was kind of like putting the gas pedal down.
I can say on her youth, she's a base, and on the senior, she's a flyer. So she's learned how to base, which is phenomenal because now she can do both.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I always tell people that the more well-rounded an athlete is, then the more opportunities they're going to have in the future. You know, a lot of these kids aspire to go on to be on world's teams or to be on college teams, and oftentimes they may need a certain spot filled, and if you can do it,
you can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So sounds like your girl's been cheering for a while. So when you first got into this, tell us about, like, were you like, what have we gotten into? Or were you like, oh, we found our people?
Well, she started at 2 and
Really young.
very young. She will be 13 in May, so
Okay.
it's been a while. I cheered as a kid, not competitive, but I think I was kind of like, oh, this is a lot, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
She enjoyed it most of all.
Right?
But I would say I think she chose the right thing to keep continuing.
Yeah. So she loves it.
She loves it.
Absolutely. That's awesome to hear. So what's your favorite thing about All-Star Cheer and being involved in being an All-Star mom?
The family. The family. Our gym, I love the family.
That is so awesome.
Most, I can call on anybody. That's what I love the most.
These gyms, and that's the thing, like, I think people sometimes that aren't involved, they don't understand. And it doesn't really matter. Big gym, small gym, medium gym. I've been blessed to be a part of all sizes of gyms, from really small to really big. And the family and the community that grows within each is just, I mean, it's undeniable. And it's an incredible thing. So, you know, you make lifelong friends, and that's the thing. Obviously, your daughter's still in this, but I've got a daughter who's she's graduated out of it. I've got boys that they didn't cheer, but they play different sports. we are still friends with the people that they played with and that were on their team. So pretty cool thing.
Relationships, and it's like they're forever.
So, any crazy stories from an all-star cheerleading competition? Can you think of anything wild or fun that's...
I don't think I've had anything crazy.
Or fun?
I would have to say this is maybe my top favorite comp.
Really?
Yeah.
We like to hear that here at the Cheer Expo.
Yeah,
So
this is
what makes this your favorite?
Probably have to say that your guys are in Nashville.
Yeah. It's fun. Have you been down to Broadway?
Yes. I went there earlier.
Yeah, I was there. I came in, we had set up, so came in, I got to go down there Thursday night, and man, the live music is just incredible.
Yes.
It's insane how you go to the different places, everybody's good.
Yes, and it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like the all-star competition. All the teams are good.
Yes,
Everybody's good.
Yes.
You said you cheered earlier. I cheered, my wife and I cheered in college, and we talk about like, man, we couldn't do what these kids are doing today.
No.
It's crazy. Pretty crazy what the level is. So, well, thank you so much for coming to the Cheer Expo. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a great parent to your kid. And we hope you have a phenomenal weekend.
I'm having fun.
Boom.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we are here at the Cheer Expo. I got my buddy Frank with me. He is all the way from Wisconsin, all the way down here in Nashville. What do you think about this weather, Frank?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's snowing at home.
I know.
We're getting like 10 inches of snow on Saturday. So.
And it's 80 degrees here. You're outside. You're wearing your shorts. You got games going on.
Got white skin because I'm no sun in Wisconsin.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. You're down in Nashville. So you've been out to Broadway at all?
Yes. This morning went down and had lunch on Broadway.
Very cool.
Hung out at Kid Rock's bar for a little while.
Yeah.
Girl said it was too loud, so we had to come back here where it's even louder.
Too loud? Come on.
Right.
The cheerleading competition. So how many kids you got in All-Star?
2.
Two kids in All-Star.
10th year.
10th year, 10 years doing it. Okay, what are their ages? What teams?
I got a 17-year-old that's on she's on a senior 4 this year.
Okay.
And I got a 14-year-old that's on a junior 4.
Awesome, and he's with a great gym, the
Yes,
Stingray All-Stars Wisconsin. So
gym.
great ownership, great leadership there.
Yes.
So I love your gym as well. So for those of you that don't know, I have a little bit to do with the Stingray All-Stars. So pretty cool connection here, but I also have something to do with the Cheer Expo. So we really appreciate you guys coming down. You know, it's quite the haul for Wisconsin to get down here.
It's worth it though. This is actually pretty cool. I don't know if we've ever been to a non-varsity event. I love the way it's ran.
Well, thank you.
The last night, the little
the
party
Boots
that
and
you had,
Bling?
and the kids got time to get together and hang out. I thought that was amazing. Really did.
Well, hey, we appreciate it. We're excited. Next year, we're actually moving the event to the Gaylord, so we'll be able to have more facilities and bigger facilities, and plan on doing the same party and doing all the great stuff we're doing, but more. So
excellent. No, seriously, you guys, that was really cool.
So let's talk about when your kids were first starting in this all-star business.
Yeah.
And you went to your first competition. What did you think, man? Were you like, what are we getting into?
Exactly. I was not sure what we were getting into. When you first hear cheer, I was thinking rah rah, biscuit, give me, that the high school or like that style, and instantly hooked. Like my girls were instantly hooked. We started at a different gym in Milwaukee at the time. It was a small gym. They were just starting out. We went there for tumbling.
Right.
Big fans of the tumbling part of cheer. I think that is amazing what these kids can do. We went there for that, and they, like I said, we were instantly hooked on all aspects.
I'll never forget this. This was, it was probably 15 years ago. It may have been longer, early in my cheerleading business career. And I had a dad that I didn't know, and he came up to me and he was like, man, I've just got to tell you something. He was like, I was not for this for my daughter. He's like, she wanted to do it because of y'all's hair bows. She loved the hair bow. And he's like, but she's been doing it for a year. And he's like, her shoulders and her muscles and her legs. He's like, man, I can't stop noticing how muscular she's gotten from this sport. So
the other thing I love is that it makes you work as a team.
Yep.
There is not one person cannot do this. One person cannot make the team. It is a group.
There's nothing like it in the world. People that don't understand, they're like, well, it's only 2.5 minutes. But it's 2.5 minutes of 1,000 different movements with 0 timeouts and no substitutions.
Those girls come off the mat and they are, just out of breath because they are moving non-stop.
It's crazy. It's like a sprint for 2.5 minutes.
It's a 2.5 minute sprint. I like I said, I love this sport. I mean, as a guy now, if they had this when I was a kid, I would want to do it.
I said the same thing. I knew nothing about all-star cheerleading. Got recruited to cheer in college, and instantly, and like, why hadn't I been doing this all my life? Because I loved baseball and football and all those things, and I thought it was great. But man, being on the sidelines and getting to do all the stunning and all that, I was like, unfortunately, I wasn't good enough to play any college football.
Sure.
But I had the best seat in the house.
Sure, you were right there.
Yeah. So.
It's an amazing sport.
Yeah.
It is an amazing sport.
Well, my wife and I, we talk about this constantly, and I'm sure it sounds like you've been in it a long time. But how good the kids are nowadays! That bigger, faster, stronger.
It's amazing. You see these kids doing the fulls and double fulls, and it's just. I respect all the gymnastics, but what these kids do is just insane.
It's pretty incredible.
The league, that new cheer league, that is. It gives them an out, like something to look at, something to look forward to after. If you're good enough, you can make a pro cheer team. It's so awesome.
I'm glad you brought that up. I've been blessed to be a part of that.
Okay.
And it has been the coolest thing because the athletes are making a couple bucks. It's not huge yet, but I keep telling these kids, like, they're on the ground floor of some big opportunities.
I think it's going to grow. I really do.
I do too.
It's just got to catch on.
Absolutely.
It's going to take a minute.
Well, imagine, like, there are certain things, some of these kids are going to get some big-time sponsorships, I think.
Yes.
So
I'm hoping, maybe the college will start pushing some NIL stuff to them too. Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's going to happen. I definitely think it's going to happen at some of the things. So, that's the thing I love about All-Star Cheer, because whether you do it out past high school or anything like that, the teamwork, the community, all the things that it teaches is just invaluable.
It is. And, just even the parents getting together here, it's a family. Like, our gym is a family.
Yep.
It is family. I love it.
So if you could give some advice to the brand new all-star parent, what would that be?
It's a ride. Take your time. Don't push your kids too hard. Let them go with their skill levels.
Yep.
Don't try to push them on a heavy team right away. Just because they can do certain things doesn't mean they deserve to be on that higher level team. Let them grow. There's more to the sport than just a couple stunts.
I think that's great advice because the sport has evolved. And like I said, I've been doing this a long time, 30 years now almost. And I remember when we were first started, we would build teams to train up to a level.
Yes.
And now the competitiveness is such that you don't build it that way. You pick the team at a level and you train the experience. So I think that's great advice, what you said there, Frank. So
they just got to learn, man. Let them learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, thank you so much for coming to the Cheer Expo. Thank you for being a part of the Stingray All-Stars. And it's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
All righty.
Thank you.
Man, that was so much fun talking to the parents.
I agree. I really enjoyed listening. Y'all, I was standing off camera, listening and watching, letting Casey do his thing. He loves to talk to people more than I do, if we're being honest. So that's why he did the podcast. I'm kidding. The truth of it is, Lucky was doing a dance. He was twerking on stage, and I had to go do that. Then I ran over here and listened to Casey do some of the
it was kind of rejuvenating. It was the end of a day. We've had to load in. We got 2 days to set up, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then, man, talking to these parents, I'm fired up again.
I love it. I love it. Well, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the MotUS Edge. Check out our video shorts. Like and comment. We always love to hear from you. Give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and X at Join MotUS, or check out TikTok and LinkedIn at the MotUS Edge. And be sure to check out our new website, themotusedge.com, built by our very own team of fabulous marketing professionals. I'm so excited about our new website. Follow us wherever you listen to our podcast. And if you like what we're doing and you want to hear more, what do we do, Casey?
Join us on the MotUS Edge.
Join us on the MotUS Edge and tell all of your friends about the podcast. And hey, if you're a gym owner, join MotUS today. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we're excited for you to have the MotUS Edge. Boom. Love it.
Nailed it.
Thank you for listening to the MotUS Edge. We hope you had a blast. Join us next week for more on business, leadership, and motivation. Subscribe and follow the show where you get your podcasts. Subscribe to our newsletter at joinmotus.com. The MotUS Edge podcast is produced by ClantonCreative.com.